Fall is most definitely officially here, and I'm so excited about it. Every season I absolutely love the change in weather, the change outdoors, and just the change in what the season entails. And so for fall, usually depending on where you live, it involves some type of cleaning out of a wardrobe, bringing in warmer clothes, bringing in things that are slightly more cozy or soft or long sleeved. So with all that being said, today my goal is just to show you a few really solid staples that are going to be in my fall wardrobe, as well as just sharing a couple really simple, basic fashion tips about creating a more timeless and classic wardrobe, as well as kind of finding what's attractive on you, what your particular style is that is uninfluenced by others, and then just a couple thoughts I have on modesty. And so I hope you find this video enjoyable, and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more homemaking related videos in the future. So let's hop right in. So to preface this entire video, let me just say that I have been trying to find out what my style is since the time I was a little girl. We grew up super conservative. We grew up wearing dresses all the time. And so it wasn't until I was about 12 or so that I really started to reach out and try to wear new things and discover how I actually wanted to dress and what my actual style was. And I admit I was 100% influenced in the way I dressed by the people that I was around. And so a lot of this journey of trying to figure out my style has been pulling away all of the scraps and all of the influence that I've had by others, and just discovering what is it that I myself really love when it comes to clothes, when it comes to fashion, when it comes to style. And so gradually over time, I've slowly been putting together a wardrobe that I have fallen deeply in love with. And it really involves a more feminine look, but not so much just the dresses. I have to admit, I am not a big dress person at all. I hate wearing dresses. I find that I don't get nearly as much done in them. I feel very restricted, and I just don't feel as confident. And so for myself, I like to look feminine, but I want to accomplish that in jeans as much as possible. So rather than going through and describing every single outfit in detail, which you can clearly see by watching the video, I'm going to start off by telling you some different fashion tips. And the biggest thing I want to start out with is talking about discovering what is actually flattering on your body type. And this will help so much with you finding what style you prefer. And so for myself, I found that for the longest time, I would buy things that I would see other people wearing that I thought looked so good, and yet a month down the road after wearing it, I'd be like, this looks horrible on me. And so I started trying to be more objective with what it was that I was wearing and how it actually made my body look. So I highly encourage you to look objectively at the outfits that you're choosing and really ask yourself, is this flattering on me? Not is it flattering on Susie or is it flattering on Kelly, but is this flattering on me? And so for myself, I'm also trying to learn what is my body type. And for an example, I have really noticeable hip dips. And so certain shirts that I wear are very unattractive and really draw attention to the hip dips, which I absolutely hate. And so I've learned that by wearing higher waisted jeans, not only am I able to kind of hide the fact that I have a little baby pooch still, but also there's such a strategy with the high waisted jeans and a large shirt, because in my opinion, when you wear high-waisted jeans with a belt or something, you really have your waist tucked in, and then you wear a larger shirt, it actually makes your waist look even smaller. And so when I wear dresses, I always put a belt on right above my hips at the smallest point in my waist and draw attention there rather than towards the other parts of the body that I don't find as attractive or that I just think are more sensual. Some of you may disagree with me on this, but I honestly think the most beautiful time in history for women was probably during the 1950s. And the reason for that, I think, is because no longer did you have to wear bustles and these super long dresses all the time if you didn't want to, but women had still an idea of looking feminine, looking attractive, being beautiful, being put together, but not being so sexualized as we are nowadays. And so I like to go back to that time time period and really look through different photographs and see what was it they were doing that I find so incredibly appealing. And for myself, one of the things I find incredibly appealing was that they emphasized the waist, they looked put together, they looked neat, their hair was nice, and they looked like women. And I love that. I might not wear the heels myself. I might not wear the skirt myself because I'm not a heels and I'm not a skirt person, but I do really like the feminine look. And so these peasant blouses do that. I can wear jeans, but I can still feel feminine, slightly more put together than a t-shirt, and beautiful, but also without feeling too fancy or too overdone. Another tip I quickly wanted to share that totally started to change my whole entire wardrobe and my opinion on style and really helped me find what my unique style is to stop feeling pressured by others to dress like them. And I do not mean stop being considerate. Obviously, in certain settings, you need to dress respectfully and in a way that maybe you wouldn't dress otherwise in order to respect and consider other people above yourself. What I'm saying though is that pressure you might feel to dress like your friends so that they'll like you more, or to dress in a certain setting so that more people will find you attractive. No, I'm talking about finding your unique style. And for me, this involved a lot of looking on Pinterest and a lot of asking myself, what is it about these pictures that I like? For myself, I like the flowy, I like the large, loose shirts, the fairy type shirts, and the tighter jeans with a waist that really just makes me feel secure and put together and like my belly is being held in. And so start looking for those things and asking yourself, see those consistent patterns. What is it about this that I like? What is it about that I liked? And how can I bring this then into my wardrobe? My last tip for you is to buy super neutral colored camisoles. And the reason for this is because you can wear them under any shirt and they can raise your neckline, add some extra material, because let's face it, so many shirts are so thin today. I don't know what most people do because you can see straight through them. So I highly recommend just buy 1 or 2 or 3 super neutral colors that will go with basically any of your shirts or any of your dresses or under any of your sweaters, and it'll make for putting together an outfit super, super easy. The last thing that I wanted to talk about in this video was how I view the outward appearance as a Christian woman. And I hope that in 5 years I'll have grown, I'll have deeper convictions and opinions than I do right now, because I know about so many of these things I could be wrong. But I am desperately trying to learn the balance between looking beautiful and put together and attractive, and also not making that the ultimate priority, because let's face it, we are going to get old, things are going to start sagging, we are going to get wrinkles, that is reality, and ultimately it's the beauty of the soul that's going to last an eternity. And so at the end of the day, yes, I want to look nice, I want to look stunning, I want to look attractive, but is my soul reflective of those things? Because I want Christ to be what ultimately shines through me. I want His love, His integrity, His honesty, His truthfulness, His beauty to be what's coming out of me. I want to do unto others as I would have done unto myself. And so for me, it is a constant balancing act, learning when is it too much and when is it not enough, and how do I draw those lines, and how do I determine the motives of my heart for why I'm dressing the way I'm dressing. And so ultimately, I want my heart to be beautiful, and I want my character to be noble, and I want my dressing to go along with that idea. And so that is why I am trying to sort out what is modest, what is beautiful and feminine and yet not sensual. And it's hard for me to know. And I think it's something I'm going to have to grow in, because I don't know all the answers to this right now. But I want to have an open heart to it, and I want to learn how to live a balanced and beautiful and feminine and attractive life. So if you've hung around this long, thank you so much. Please subscribe if you're new, and if you're interested in homemaking, home decor, and really the homestead life and just life as a homemaker. Thank you so much for all your recent comments, and all the people that have been subscribing to me lately. It has meant so much to me and has been so very encouraging to see these videos getting out to more people. So comment below if you enjoyed this video, and preferably don't comment if you hated it. So have a fantastic week. Bye, ladies. See you in my next video.